Neal, congratulations. You must be pleased with that.
Yeah, I think we can get overcritical sometimes. I thought the game, it felt like it was like three different games in within the 90 minutes. For 25, 30 minutes. It was kind of not attack v defence, but we was moving the ball around, trying to find holes. They were sitting in, trying to make it difficult. I don't know whether that's a compliment because they've watched us play or not, but certainly we got the goal, but I didn't think we played forward enough. I think we went side to side too much. Then all of a sudden they get a little bit 15 minutes at the end of the first half and they start to press a bit high and they get a bit of joy. So I knew second half was going to be a lot tougher. So, and like I say, we do scenario training in training, and we just said to the boys, they're going to press you high, they're going to play 4 up. We didn't get to grips with that, although we showed them on the video. They play 4 against 4 a lot of the time, and we kept letting them pass into their 4 that last 15 minutes of the first half, and that's where we got ourselves in problems. But the second half, we had to show a different side of the game. We haven't conceded a goal here for a while now. We had to dig in, we had to show a little bit of spirit, and we still had 2 or 3 really good chances.
How key was patience today, both in possession in that first half when they were sitting off, and then in the second half, patience to just stay resolute defensively and wait for your time going the other way?
Yeah, I thought we were probably too patient in that first half an hour. Like I said, part of the team talk was if they are sat in, we've got to know when to play forward and between the lines and go. And too often we went side to side, and then when we did get between the lines, we come back out and started all over again. And I didn't think we did enough. Second half, we had to be patient in as well as, don't let anxiety's a killer. And, the fans feel it because they feel, oh, come on, we've got to we're at home, we want to be the team on the ascendancy. We're 1-0 up, the opposition are throwing bodies forward, and if we get anxious, we lose our shape. And it was important in the second half that we stuck with it. Obviously, we've called on Sam a couple of times since during the game, and he's done great as he did at the weekend. But that's all part of winning a game of football.
How pleased are you with Sam Slocum? Some of the saves he made on Saturday were excellent, and that one-on-one this evening, brilliant as well.
Yep, there are moments that change games, and I've said in the past when I've talked to goalkeeping coaches, that's where your goalkeepers, they're going to make mistakes sometimes, that, but that's where your goalkeepers earn their crust when they make a save that just, a moment when the game could swing one way or another, it ends up going in your favour and gets you the 3 points. But I still felt we had 2 or 3 really good chances as well, and we scored 2 really good goals.
How impressed were you by your defence this evening? They look like they're coming together really well now. There were those earlier concerns earlier in the season, and I never say never in football, things can still bite you, but of late they look very much assured back there, and when you consider there have been the injuries as well, it's quite impressive.
Yeah, and I just said to them there, you haven't conceded, I don't think they conceded at home during September. I said, that don't happen by mistake. That's good habits that get you there. Like you say, you don't want to count your chickens because the next game's the next game, but on the back of getting back and getting a good point and keeping an unbeaten run going, it was important to try and get 3 today. We've done that, and we can hopefully go into what's going to be another tough game at a team that's up there above us on Saturday and see where we are again.
We talked earlier on in the season about making this place a fortress, somewhere where teams fear to come rather than look forward to the big stadium and the nice pitch and yada yada yada. Do you think you're getting some way to doing that?
I think the moment you say you are, you're going to come down. I think the way I try and put it is, I think the lads enjoy playing at home, and that's a key thing.
That's a novelty.
They look forward to the home games, and what we said to them is, the things that would cripple us when we play at home is anxiety. So the moments, that last 15 minutes, the crowd can affect the players. Oh, come on, we've got to get forward, we've got to get hold of the ball, stop playing it around at the back or whatever. That can cause us to try and come away from what we work on in training. So we just got to overcome certain things. But like I say, when we get the place rocking, it's a good place to be.
I didn't say it in commentary because I didn't want to jinx it. I know it doesn't work that way, but throughout the second half I just felt like you wouldn't concede and you do what you did against Fylde and you go and get another one near the end and make it 2-0 and just sew it all up. I sound like a proper after-timer now, of course, but did you feel the same way?
I think me and Coxie spoke at the start of the season when we finally put all our forwards together. We said we believe we've got goals in us, not just from the forwards, but from your Enzios and your players off of that Shieldsy, Aussie, people like that. And we feel we've got goals in us. So as long as we're organised and without the ball, we do a lot of right things. Regardless of the playing style, we feel that we've got goals in us, and there's some good ones out there today.
How are you going to keep Christian Dennis out of the starting 11 now? 2 goals into off the bench.
I just said he's at his best when he comes on and scores. No, listen, Deno's been excellent. I can't speak highly enough of him. He trains with a smile on his face. He loves scoring goals. Like I said, he's probably the best finisher at the club. But Wes had played really, really well. We played really well on Saturday. Carl Walton's been excellent. It's a difficult decision to make. So we'll have a look at Saturday. We'll have a look at the bodies and see what we've got available and where we need to freshen up and how we go about trying to win another game.
Zamana Bakayoko had to come off. Was that an injury?
He went down in front of us. It looked like he was holding his calf. Whether he had cramp, whether he was starting to feel the effects, I don't know. And at that point he was limping, and we're thinking, right, okay, so we just, like 15 minutes to go, put Birdie on, put Regan at wing back. We went to a 3 because they were playing 4 up anyway, so that give us a 5v4 and try to get Regan and Brindley sort of running forward from them positions.
Nice to have such experience, the likes of Michael Doyle, to be able to call on off the bench this evening. Why did he not come straight back into the team and was on the bench instead?
I think it's important as a manager. Doyley's been training like a demon, as he always does. I think it's important as a manager to reward when players do well, and I think Regan and Mitch have gone in the last few games and complemented each other really, really well, and they've had to keep someone like Doyley out of the team. And today I just looked at it and I thought them two had the energy to play how they have been today, but then come Saturday I thought the freshness we might need to add to the team might need to come then, so my decision was to hold Doyley back. Will we use him Saturday? More than likely.
And Damien McCrory, could he be fit for Saturday?
That will all depend on how he goes tomorrow. He's doing some work with the physios out on the pitch tomorrow. So if that goes well and he can join in, and physio feels he can join in training Thursday, then absolutely.
And so it was 3 points for your assistant manager on his birthday, Neal Cox. I mean, perfect, eh?
Perfect. I got him a nice bottle of Rioja today. I put it in for him. I doubt he'll share any of it with me.
I was going to say, he drank by tonight.
I doubt he will. But I hope he enjoys it.
Good stuff. Thanks very much, Tom.
Thank you.
Cheers.